Hello guys, only me. Thought I'd do a little pickups video. I always enjoy other people's ones, and never done a pickups video, so I thought, yeah, I've picked up quite a bit through November, so got a nice cup of tea today as opposed to a beer. Yeah, I thought I'd do a pickups video, so here we go. They're all pretty much all Spectrum, apart from a couple of TI 99 games for good measure. And the first one is tubing, which I'm getting a nice bit of reflection back from my camera. Camera's going to be terrible, by the way, because this is a Unihertz Titan. It's pretty bad in general, so it's going to be even worse. Let's see if we can find a good angle. Maybe like that. Anyway, I'm always partial to a double dual box for some reason. I don't know why. I really like them, so I get them whenever I can. This is a game that myself and my cousin were reminiscing about recently, so you can see the screenshots there, not Spectrum screens. Oh, Atari ST, there you go. As usual, they always give us screenshots of a different different version of what we got. So yeah, nice one. Nice little cassette there. Good label, can't beat that. So all these specky games I picked up from a shop I've not used before called Retro Cavern, I think it was called. Really nice guy there. We had quite a lot of back and forth because I put my order in, then something was out of stock. So I changed that to another game, and then another one was out of stock. So it took us, we had quite a lot of messages back and forth between us. But a really nice guy, and he actually ended up giving me a couple of freebies, and I think he upgraded one of the games as well to, would have been a cheaper one, but he basically offered a straight exchange. So I'm really happy with that. So I'll definitely be using them again. And the second game I picked up was this one, which I can avoid the reflection. You don't want to see me more than once. Light Force, which is, I've not actually played this, but it's kind of looks a bit like a kind of a would it be a vertical shooter, but a bit kind of on the vein of R-Type. I'm gonna have to sort some better solution out than this with the reflection, but yeah, that looks like a really good game. Nice, really good use of colour for the specky. I think there's some clever techniques they'd found to get rid of colour clash and whatnot on here. So strange looking ship, I remember in the other videos, so that'll be quite an interesting one to play. Faster than light. Yeah, so that should be a good one. Another one which I'd seen on I saw it on Sinclair for Sale. I get a lot of inspiration for games I haven't played on there, because 9 times out of 10 I'll miss the game. The listing comes up. Time I look and see what it is, I'll go back on to buy it, and somebody will say, "Yeah, me please," or "Oh, yeah, I'll take that." But then I'll start looking around elsewhere, and I got it in that same shop, the Retro Cavern, and that's this one, which is Air Rally, GB's Air Rally. Which actually I haven't played this before. Another one I hadn't heard of, but looks really cool. Can't really see much on the back there in terms of screenshots or anything, but I might do a video of this one at some point. But it looks really nice. It's basically like a sort of a racer come shooter, I suppose. But yeah, it looks like a really interesting game, so I'm looking forward to playing that one. Love the artwork on the cover there, and again, looks cracking on the double dual case. I much prefer double duals than singles. And another one I got is APB, which I did used to have, and yeah, I used to really enjoy that game. It's a good fun one. Specky version wasn't the best. Yeah, the arcade was way better, but it's still pretty good fun. It's probably one of those where the years won't be that kind, and when I play it again, it's like sometimes you'll play something and it's still really good, and other times you just think, "Oh dear God, how the hell did I enjoy that?" I'm hoping it'll be quite good fun. I haven't really watched any videos of it, video gameplay. Anyway, what else? Oh, this is one I've been tempted by quite a lot. It seems to sell really cheap, which surprises me because it's a nice box edition, and it was a good game as well. 720, it's typical sort of skateboardy. Bit like the Cove Masters ones, but a lot better than that. It's quite good fun. So I expect you can always pick this up cheap if you haven't played it. It's well worth picking up. I think it sells for about £3 normally, which in a nice double dual case, it's quite a cool game. And there's go around a skate park and you've got sort of different little corner bits you go into and different events like sort of downhill bits and various other little sort of mini game effectively. But yeah, it's a cool game, that one, if you like a bit of sort of typical sort of BMX-y skateboardy games. Next up we've got, which I got this one as a second choice for one of the other games which was out of stock. I can't remember what I ordered. Some top-down rally game, and which he didn't have in stock, so I re-chose. I was quite happy in a way because I forgot about this for quite a while, which is Flying Shark. Look how nice that case is. Probably one of my favourite artworks ever on a specky game, or any game. They all have the same artwork, obviously, but really cool, really nice condition. And yeah, this was one of the better sort of shoot 'em ups. Is vertical, isn't it? Horizontal is when it goes across. Yeah, vertical shoot 'em ups. So yeah, got that one. Really looking forward to playing that. Should be good fun. Might do a video of that at some point. I don't know why I put these videos out. I'm not trying to sort of become the sort of real gaming stream. It's just for a bit of fun. I did a couple just really because I had a couple of retro followers, so it's just more or less to introduce myself. But I quite enjoyed it actually, so I thought, I'll do a few more videos, see where it goes. But it's more for a bit of social, a bit of giving back. I want to sort of cover some games which maybe don't get covered so much, and especially on, for instance, TI-99, because that you don't see a great deal of gameplay, not UK anyway. It's a lovely cup of tea, that one. And another one, which was, I think this was a freebie actually in the end. I can't remember how it all worked out. There were so many changes, it was difficult to keep track. But really good old game, Cookie. Everybody must know that if they grew up with a Specky, or at least owned a Specky at some point. Cracking little game. And I didn't buy this a little while back. I bought a game on Sinclair for sale, and it was one of the few times I actually saw listing as it went up. And I got Jetpack, but the same guy had Jetpack, he had Cookie, he had Attic Attack, and some others, and they were £5 each, or else he was doing them buy two and get one free. So that would have been a bargain. I could have got Jetpack, Cookie, and Attic Attack, or there's Trans Am, and that was in there. So that was a bit stupid, but I made up my mistake now and picked up that one. So yeah, really looking forward to playing that as well. Been a long. Don't think I actually owned this game, and my best mate did. That's how I got to know the Specky in the first place. It was he had the old 48k rubber keyed one, and I went up to his house once, and it was Scuba Dive was the first game I played. That was my first ever Specky game, which I saw, and then we played Cookie and some others. So yeah, it's been a long time since I played that. And then the other one, which definitely was a freebie. And it's not a game I'm really that into, but it's quite cool to have. And that's Tetris. Never played this on a Spectrum, so I don't know how good or bad it is. I'm probably one of the few people that's never been all that keen on Tetris. Yeah, I played it. I don't even know if there's a system I played it that much on, actually. I quite like the sort of remake of it on the Xbox One, the Series X. I don't know if anyone's played that. I don't know you guys if you do play the newer systems or not. But yeah, that was quite cool. It was more of a sort of a rhythm, like sort of Lumines crossover, I suppose. But I'll give it a try anyway. And the other couple of TI-99 games that I bought, which were in slightly better boxes than these, which is part of the charm, because neither of these are great games, but I like building my collection. I've got, well, I can't say the majority. I've got a large amount of TI-99 games, but only a couple with the boxes, because that's the trouble with collecting TI-99 games. There weren't that many around in the boxes. They were crap, and they're almost always not present, so it's just carts only. And the boxes that these came in were in quite good nick, so I've changed those over to my favourite games, my favourite TI-99 games now. So anyway, but this is one of them, which is Chisholm Trial, which is quite a cool game. I did have this back in the day. It's weird because it's supposed to be like I never actually read. I didn't used to read anything about the what the games were about, but it's basically a cattle rustlers and wranglers, but it doesn't seem like that. It's more of a sort of shoot 'em up. It's a pretty surreal game, to be honest. But yeah, I'm happy to add that to the collection. Got a nice box out of it. I would say better condition box than this one, but that's got Parsec in it now. And then the other one on TI-99 was Blasto, which that was a really good 2-player game. Don't think there's going to be much mileage single player. I played the single player game a bit, but it was a bit boring, I think, playing it single player. But quite nice artwork, and you can kind of see single player mode is just basically like a sort of score attack where you're shooting all the stuff, but it's a difficult game to describe. They're both a bit sort of out there, but I might do a sort of a TI-99 gameplay and do maybe some little batches of 2 or 3 games like that, because I won't want to sit and play that for ages. Lastly, on the games front, which I just received a couple of days ago, and this is a classic. I don't think anyone's going to disagree with that. Great Escape. Brilliant game. The atmosphere of this game was amazing. It used to be really tense, hiding stuff in a tunnel, going around missing the roll call and all that. I haven't played this on any other system, emulated or anything like that, since when did it come out? Late 80s probably. But yeah, I haven't played this since I owned a Specky back in the day, so I'm really looking forward to that. That'll be a good Sunday game. And lastly, which you can probably hear in the background there, I might be able to flick the camera around here now, if it will allow me. No, I won't for some reason. But anyway, it is that one. Nice. I don't know if you saw my other gameplay video where I did a video of a nose around a retro room, and I had a cheap black and white TV there, which I only paid a £5 for it locally. Now that's now moved under there, and I was after a VHS telly, so I can sort of double up a little bit, because I want to get a couple of old VHSs. And that one was in quite nick, and unusually for eBay, they did have a postage option. It reasonable as well. It's only £7 to postage. I think I paid £30 for the telly. The only thing is, it did get a bit damaged in transit. I've got a crack there, and it did crack up there as well. I don't know if you can see there, but yeah, they packed it quite well. But how delivery companies are. These things get damaged, so I can't grumble at the seller. Just trying to get my phone back on top of the old beer can there. So yeah, anyway, that's it for my pickups vid. So I hope somebody may have quite enjoyed a little nosy on what I've picked up. I've got quite a lot coming. There's a few games I've got that I know I've got coming for Christmas, where usually people say, "Oh, what do you want?" "Oh, you order it and then we'll give you the money." So I've got some quite good ones lined up there. So yeah, I'll probably do another one maybe end of December. But yeah, that's about it for now. I'll probably think of something else I picked up in a minute. But the other thing I did pick up was that frame there, which I wasn't looking to go and buy anything else, but it was quite cool. It was in HomeSense. I found that. It was just there as soon as I walked in. I thought, right, I've got to have that. So yeah, that's a cool little picture for the retro room. Anyway, thanks a lot for tuning in. If you did like the video, if you could give a thumbs up, that'd be great. And see you next time. And that is all.